You see, if we forget this lady in a hurry, things will keep getting worse in this very country, because everybody's laughing right now, thinking that this is funny. Tomorrow, everybody will be complaining against fake miracles. But now the avenue to end that very nonsense is here. If this lady is actually faking this thing, if there are some people behind this very thing to tarnish the image of Evangelist Ebuka Obi, this is the time to find it out. If everybody decides to catch cruise with this very nonsense, you know that we have nobody to blame tomorrow, because we are enabling all these things. Because Ebuka Obi is a very high public figure, and people are looking up to him. The fastest way crime grows in a country is when the doers have followers, and not just followers, high number of followers, right? And let's say, for example, that Ebuka Obi is actually found guilty. Do you know how many people that stands to be brainwashed? Let's not conclude that everybody is brainwashed. Let's just give some people benefit of doubt that they know what they are doing. Everybody have freedom to religion. They know what they are doing. Spirituality has different patterns, right? Now let's say that he's actually been found guilty of this very thing. It means that he has actually brainwashed thousands that is going to still believe that things like fake miracles is actually real. Because evil doesn't only perpetuate through real crime or real evil, it also perpetuates through ignorance. Then, if this lady is found guilty, or somebody was using this person, this very lady now, to set the ministry up against Ebuka Obi, this person and the people behind it will definitely answer for it as well. It shows that you're actually putting desperation and frustration to find out the truth. In the course of finding out the truth, in the course of trying to prove that, yes, you're actually right in what you're actually doing, you don't need to be desperate about it. You don't need to be frustrated in the process. Because the agents would definitely be people who are actually against what Ebuka Obi is actually doing to discredit him. You understand? Then such people, or such people who have such plans, will be discouraged in the long run. So let's end this thing once and for all. Where is this lady? We need to see if whatever the case is actually stopped, we want to see to the end. Yes, let's see to the end. The problem of the government that the citizens also have is that they have short attention span. They don't pay attention to details. Not that the government doesn't work. If you call your senators, right, to make account of what that comes through the government for them, you get to see that the government works, but they don't implement it. It doesn't show in their constituency. And at the same time, the government doesn't seek account for such things. But if they seek account to see that, yes, see to the finish of that very project, that they gave you a project, then they saw to the finish that this project was actually carried out and, to the length that we agreed on. This corruption thing and all this repeated cycle of suffering, frustrations we've been going through all these years wouldn't be so. And that is the way to end anything immediately. And understanding the power of social media, trusting it to be the very place and the wonderful place to get justice in this era. As long as you have evidence, even if something is actually thrown against you, or your name was actually used to rub through the mud, but you have evidence, you still have your game tied together. And I think that the law enforcement agencies are more responsive when you call them out online. Because when I actually wrote an article on Facebook surrounding my case with my business partner, I tagged BFCC, I tagged MPF, I tagged MBA, because the reason why I tagged MBA was because that the lawyer that was used against me was fake. We have to bring these things online, and these are not the kind of cases you get to hear that the police solves. But once you call them out online here, they be very mindful of what they do. I've seen the results of the changes we are making through social media. I've seen a whole lot of it recently. And this is because we're in the content era. Our voices have been heard. We have been seen. A lot of people have been seen. People spend more time on their phones more than they spend more time in real life. So about this very lady, whoever that paid her to come against Ebuka Obi, or if Ebuka Obi was the person that actually paid her, or whosoever, I know that these people are well off, they are well doing, and they are going to use money to suppress every reason why they think is going to tarnish anybody's image. I am not concluding yet, but this is exactly what is going to happen. Right? Now, if this thing happens this way, we're not getting the justice. This thing will keep repeating itself. And if you think that it's actually affecting the people in the church, it's affecting you too in general. It's affecting your kids. Or your unborn child is going to affect them. So, but since the justice is actually coming through this media, let's use it to our advantage. We have a lot of problems to fix. Everybody's doing different things, and some people are catching cruise. I'm not against cruise, but our level of cruise shouldn't surpass our level of seriousness in this very country, as long as you're youth, because things they spoil on the ground, you they smile, but they will understand the problems there, and bigger problems await. This is not a fight against the government. This is a fight against what is wrong. This is not a fight against the citizenry. This is a fight against all that is wrong. All that is fundamentally wrong in this country, that is still making this country a fearful place to live. They're still making this country to have that black spot on their name, even though we are actually meant to be great. This name is actually a great name. It's a great name. Nigeria is a great name. We are known, but then we have that very black spot on us. It seems like it came from a default, but some narratives, bigger narratives, has actually been changed. What is Nigeria? We are still underdeveloped, so we still have that capacity to change. And the problem lies not in the government alone. It lies in every one of us. And that is the reason why, if you mean good for this very country, you need to speak up. My name is Valentine.